Hey everyone, Joe Palaio here with the top five news. We give you all the news that you can use and nothing that might make you confused or give you the blues. We believe the news can be sublime. If you take out the crime, we'll give you 5 stories in 5 minutes that you can use. So if your career's already in high gear or if you're just sitting in your cubicle box checking your stocks, waiting to say game over the work game, I'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. And once you've seen it, you'll never be the same. It's the top five news and you're watching it right now. So let's go. Got 5 good stories for you here today. Let's begin.
Ask not what your country can do for you, but ask your AI what it can do for you.
Top 5 News. We respect your time.
Yes, I would like to, but I don't think you watch the top 5 news. Later.
Take their rap! Let's do it!
You're watching the Top 5 News.
So tonight we're doing the top five stories. And folks, I have to tell you, there's never been anything like it.
The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is.
So many people say you're the smartest person in the world. Well, yes, I watch the Top 5 News show.
All right. Well, thanks for joining tonight. We have 5 amazing stories for you here as usual in 5 minutes, approximately 5 minutes. And we're going to give you all the news that you can use here. We're going to keep you up to date on IPOs, the largest of all time. Let's see here. And AI. Who's talked about AI in the news more than me? I'm telling you every day about AI since the beginning of time. And I got a couple other predictions for you too that I think that you'll find interesting. And we're going to talk about the new Fed chair and China buying 200 Boeing jets. Now I predicted that they were going to buy 500 Boeing jets, but only 200 Boeing jets, but still a nice sell for America. Nice piece of new manufacturing. Cisco surges. Let's just get into it. Story number 5 today is the Cerebras Systems shares exploded about 90% today in its debut with the AI mania continuing full throttle. The AI chip maker's massive IPO pushed its valuation near 100 billion in one of the hottest tech debuts of 2026. For context, story for the top 5 IPOs of all time, ranked by money raised. Number 5, Visa, 17.9 billion. NTT, Docomo, 18 billion. SoftBank, 21.3 billion. Alibaba, 25 billion. Aramco, 29.4 billion. But Cerebras is joining the conversation in the biggest IPOs in years. Story number 3, Kevin Warsh has been confirmed as the new Federal Reserve Chair. Senate approved President Trump's nominee in a close vote. He steps in during a critical time when inflation is still a top concern. I'm going to make a prediction here about this new guy, Kevin Warsh. I believe that he's going to want to move the interest rates down at a fast pace for better or for worse. I think it's probably a good thing. In order to do so, there will be a lot of panicking people saying that you can't do that. You can't lower the interest rates because you're going to have higher inflation. One of the things that all of the Trump administration nominees have in common is they all present very well. They all come over on camera quite well. I mean, if you look at the press secretary and Marco Rubio, just pretty much everybody is exceedingly well spoken, and so that's kind of what we would expect from this guy Kevin Walsh. And I would predict that he will begin to make a case that low interest rates aren't the only thing that causes inflation, and he has some economic backing in that. Turn this like subscribe thing off because it's kind of in my way here. So there we go. So I think that this fellow will begin immediately over the course of several speeches in the coming days, press conferences and whatnot, to make the case that reducing interest rates, so that'd be the money you pay on your car and your house, and this would be a good thing, right? Your business loans, if you're a business owner, those can go down and not have rapid inflation. Well, how can you say that, Joe? Well, the case will be made over the coming days that, if you have too high inflation rates, then you have companies that didn't purchase machinery and product and assembly line, and so you're kind of holding back the economy because the companies don't have cheap enough money to do what they really would do if they had lower interest rates. Now that, I don't tell you what to believe, I'm telling you what's about to happen. I think I do believe that. I tell you what I believe. I think I do believe that there's some truth in that we could have lower interest rates, rising GDP, and flat inflation, or negligible inflation. And you might think, well, what about grandma or grandpa? They're on Social Security and this, that. Well, remember that Social Security is the one thing that you want to be concerned about, but they get the COLA, and the cost of living allowance is going to be bigger than it's ever been coming up, because we have had some inflation in recent years. So I think it's going to be like 3.9% or 3.4% COLA for those folks. But they're going to begin to try and convince you, probably in a very powerful way, that lowering the interest rates does not necessarily increase inflation. Because if a company has a big loan, right, for millions of dollars, and then they have a lower interest rate on that, now they're saving that money, so they don't have to pass that cost on to the customer. There's a lot of other sides of the argument that you haven't heard yet under the Jerome Powell, Jerome Powell, what do you call it? Reign. I'm gonna use one of my famous, one of our early Grok imagines, because I'm running out of time to do it. But this was Donald Trump just arm wrestling nonstop with Jerome Powell to lower the interest rate.
This is really your moment, big boy.
Let them eat cake.
And then we did one, another celebration for Jerome Powell. We did one where everybody was expecting him to cut the interest rates, remember, several months back, and some projected a quarter point and some a half a point, because there was 1 million jobs that were miscalculated in the Bureau of Labor and Statistics numbers. And so, with that hindsight, knowing that the jobs were overstated by 1 million jobs, you would have to take that into account and lower the rates. But nope, Jerome Powell laid an egg and did not give an interest rate.
What the grok, Powell? I was counting on you for a half a point.
Yeah, so he did not lower the interest rates. And, I think it probably hurt some people, a lot more layoffs and, slower growth in the economy. Because there is no law that says we have to be a 3% growth economy. We can be 4%, we can be 5%. China's done 5 to 10%, multiple occasions, 5 to 7. And so, yeah. So what if we have an economy of 4, 5, 6, 7% GDP? Who knows what could happen? It could be a boom time for all of us, and that would be a good thing. And if we had a little bit of inflation with a really low unemployment rate, and your house note's lower, your car note's lower, and the inflation is flat, and all the economies are booming and hiring again, then that would be a really good thing. Hey, by the way, we hit a milestone that we hadn't hit in a couple of years, which was 1,600 jobs on our website, and that's the Joseph Michaels site. Not telling you that so much as a commercial, but if, for informational, a small economic indicator, that's the highest we've been in about 4 years. So that's a good thing. All those jobs at josephmichaels.com, 1,600 of them. All right. So anyway, that's my prediction is that he will begin to convince America that we can lower the interest rates and not have high inflation. And hopefully that's what we'll get. We all want the best for our country, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, right? So we can all cheer for that, for America and that. All right, story 2 today. President Trump agreed to buy the 200 Boeing jets. So I'll make another prediction here that he will go to Xi and he will tell him to double his order, and that'll go up. That'll be revised upward to 400 Boeing jets. You just put that in the what's that thing that you put guesstimate the odds of something happening? Perplexity. Yeah, put it in Perplexity and see what you get. Joe's prediction on the top 5 news: 400 Boeing jets. All right, I'll bet you $1 to a donut. All right, the order came through, but 200 jets. And still a significant manufacturing win. We talked about that. Story number 1, Cisco. This is such a crazy story. Cisco, it's just, you could put in the name. Facebook, LinkedIn, whoever it is, big company, is reporting strong. Well, first of all, Cisco is surging. So good job, Cisco. Had strong orders given the AI demand. The company also, though, announced that it's cutting 4,000 jobs, 5% approximately, to invest heavily in artificial intelligence and AI. The stock jumped on the news. I'm seeing just a flood of AI causing job cuts post, and I made a post about it. I'll read part of that post to you. I just posted it, but it says, I'm seeing a flood of posts right now for blaming AI for companies laying off 5 to 10% of their workforce. But here's the truth. No one wants to say it out loud, but companies have been laying off 5 to 10% of their staff every year, long before ChatGPT ever existed. They called it right sizing, and they called it cost optimization. They called it becoming more efficient. They called it, shrink to grow. AI isn't the villain. It's just the latest excuse. The difference this time is that roles are being cut and the roles are being created faster than ever before. And some functions are shrinking, but others are evolving with the AI implementation, data strategy, automation, AI sales ops, and a lot of these jobs are exploding. And apparently, there was a slowdown in software engineers, but those are hotter than ever now. And so if you're a tech professional watching your company optimize right now, here's the advice: start learning AI right now. And the first cuts are almost always going to be the people who refuse to embrace the technology. The market isn't shrinking, it's shifting towards those who treat AI as a superpower rather than a threat. And the best talent is already moving towards the companies that are using AI to grow, not just cut their costs. So that's my 2 cents worth. Wisdom is the principal thing, and therefore get wisdom. And in all you're getting, get understanding. Proverbs 4:7. Stay encouraged. The future belongs to those who adapt and learn and grow and move forward with confidence. And great things are ahead for those who embrace the change that's coming. That's your top 5 news for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again here tomorrow with 5 more stories. Good night, everyone.